What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Twin Wrestle Pod. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Today's video, we're going to talk about AJ Lee, with all the news and rumors surrounding her returning tonight on Smackdown, based on the teaser we got this past Monday at the end of the show, with CM Punk asking Raw GM Adam what town Smackdown going to be at this Friday. Adam Pearce told him Chicago, and he left that cliffhanger for us to get to Friday, which is today. So sit back, let's talk about everything we know and the events that have led up to the potential return of AJ Lee. CM Punk returned at Survivor Series 2023. And ever since then, he and Seth Rollins have been at each other's neck. Since then, these two have been set on a collision course for WrestleMania ever since that night. But a lot of roadblocks get into the way, whether it be CM Punk getting hurt at the Royal Rumble or Seth Rollins dealing with an ongoing knee issue that took him out after WrestleMania 40. After Seth Rollins came back in June of 2024, these two were right back at it once again, going at one another in promo exchanges, with CM Punk getting some burns in and Seth Rollins also getting some burns in this intense showdown to end the year. This culminated with these two meeting one-on-one for the very first time in a decade on a WWE Netflix premiere of Monday Night Raw, with a hard-hitting match from both guys, with CM Punk ultimately coming out on top, being the one getting his hand held at the end of the night. On a March 10th episode of Monday Night Raw, these two will have another match, that being a steel cage match, which Seth Rollins did come out on top, albeit from help from Roman Reigns, who hit Seth Rollins with the cage door, causing a DQ for him to pick up the win. So he did not cleanly beat CM Punk, but a victory is a victory nonetheless. Then we get to the build of WrestleMania 41 with Reigns, Rollins, and Punk, with Paul Heyman at the side of CM Punk. We get to that match, which is the best match of night one WrestleMania. We get to the end and result of that match of the biggest swerve of the night, with Paul Heyman turning on Reigns and CM Punk and aligning himself with Seth Rollins. These two combined will bring in the up-and-comer, the future Braun Breaker, and also add the Beast, Bronson Reed, to the mix to become the Vision. This group will cause mayhem for the coming months to be. We get to the summer and Seth Rollins qualifies and wins the Money in the Bank briefcase in June. Then we get to Saturday night's main event, where Seth Rollins ends up injured off a moonsault that he's been doing for decades now at this point, and he loses a match against LA Knight. Meanwhile, on the other side of the spectrum, CM Punk qualifies for a World Heavyweight Championship match at SummerSlam against the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. We get through that brutal match and CM Punk gets the moment that he had in a decade plus of him becoming World Heavyweight Champion. At the end of the night, Seth Rollins comes out and he cashes in on CM Punk, and he steals CM Punk's moment, and most importantly, steals CM Punk's championship. Now with Seth Rollins in possession of the World Heavyweight Championship once again, since he duped everybody while feigning an injury over the past couple weeks and becoming the new champ, Adam Pearce, the Raw GM, decided to put Seth Rollins in a Fatal 4-Way match against LA Knight, Jey Uso, and CM Punk to determine the World Heavyweight Champion. And with Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and Paul Heyman all being out as a result of what happened earlier tonight against Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins said he has a plan. He always has a plan. And he proceeds to go out there in the Fatal 4-Way match, have a great match with those involved, and he pulls the ace out of the hole, and we see someone dressed in all black in a ski mask who prevents CM Punk from winning the match. It is Seth Rollins' wife, Becky Lynch. Now we get on to Monday Night Raw, where Punk is waiting for Rollins to make his arrival into the arena, only for us to get later in the night for Punk to find out that Rollins is in the arena and don't know how he made it through the only entrance to the building, but CM Punk proceeds to go to ringside and call Seth Rollins out. Instead, who comes out none other than Becky Lynch. And we get to a segment where she berates and physically assaults CM Punk because she knows CM Punk can't do nothing about it because she's a woman and he's a man. So CM Punk's retort was to aim all his animosity that he felt from Becky Lynch physically assaulting him, call her husband out so he can get a piece of him and take it out on Seth Rollins. But being a coward Seth Rollins is, Seth Rollins came to the top of the stage, then go down to the ringside, and proceeded to leave after making fun of CM Punk for getting physically assaulted by his wife. Then we get to the line of the promo. After Becky has physically assaulted CM Punk, berated him in front of the fans in Paris, CM Punk told Becky Lynch she's going to regret putting her hands on him. Mic drop. So we come back from commercial break and we get to the end of the night, and CM Punk is backstage with Raw GM Adam Pearce, and he asks Adam Pearce, where is Smackdown taking place Friday? Adam Pearce tells him it takes place in Chicago. And with that cliffhanger, we await tonight. With WWE leaning heavily into featuring AJ Lee, it's hard to predict that she won't show up tonight. I think it'll be a colossal disappointment if she don't show up, because we did see CM Punk talking to Rhea Ripley on Monday Night Raw, but Rhea Ripley has her ongoing issues with Asuka, Io, and Kyrie at the moment on Monday Night Raw. So it's more lines in the way and more credence to the rumor that AJ Lee will possibly make her return on Friday Night SmackDown tonight. So guys, let's tune in to Friday Night SmackDown to maybe witness the greatest, if not one of the greatest, returns in pro wrestling history of AJ Lee.